Alright guys, here's the Gshock squares. I've gotten a bunch of messages about the squares, which ones am I selling, how much, all that stuff. Well, here they are, and I still never did figure out how much I'm asking for them. Maybe you can help me out with figuring out the price. I mean, you can look to see what they're trending on eBay and then, go a little bit lower, or depending on how exclusive they are, about the same price, because I'm going to take a hit. If I put them on eBay, I'm going to take a 10% hit plus the 3% on the PayPal, even if I charge for the shipping. So, I'm going to lose 13% right off the bat. So, I'm fine with, trying to hook people up with good deals and everything like that, as long as it works out for both parties. If it works for me, it works for you, everybody's happy, then, that's a good thing. So, there's one Gshock square I'm keeping, and that is my 5610 positive display on the combi bracelet. That's the one I'm keeping. That's the one I wear on a regular basis. The other ones, all of these ones, I was wearing, with the exception of a couple of them, I guess, but occasionally. But in the last few months to 6 months, I've not worn them pretty much at all. So, and then there's different options too. So, for example, this is the 5600E. This is the base model one. This is brand new, never worn. I may even do this on a giveaway. These are still only like $40 new on Amazon, so really not worth a bunch of money there. Pretty sure this one, I'll have to double check with my good friend Jack down in Indiana. I think the GW5000, he said he was looking to buy one because he had one, he sold it. I think he did that maybe 2 or 3 times even. And he definitely wants to get one again. So I really want to hook my buddy Jack up with this one. I think I wore this one a couple of times. It's super good condition. So Jack, I'm assuming you watch the videos. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. But I'm kind of holding on to this one for you. Get in touch with me. We'll figure that out. There's the Illust or Fat Lace one, or whatever you want to call it. I have worn it. There's possibly some wear on it. I mean, it's overall in really good condition. So, very cool. It's the only one that I've ever seen that says Illust Casio. I mean, that right there is friggin' cool. And then it says collect everything on the dial. So, and it has the tide and everything like that. I'm not really sure what these are going for. I think they were like $100-ish new. I'm not sure if they're trending up or if they're maintaining about that value. So, let me know if anybody's interested in that or what the price is. We got the Woody back here. Now this one came in it was like a 2-watch series. They had the wood one and they had the white wood one, and I did have the white one as well. I sold that to my buddy. I think I sold that to Robert Sears. Pretty sure. I don't know if he still has that one or not. But the white one has went way up in price. This woody one has not. So I don't think this one's really went up a ton. So if you're interested in this one and we can work a deal, hit me up. I have video reviews on all these. You can see the condition and all that good stuff. But I think the main 3 contenders that I think everyone's going to want are, say, the 30th anniversary. So this is the 5030C. And it says Project Team Tough on it. That's just lint and stuff because, sitting in the watch box and moving it around and stuff. It's in super good condition. I do have the straps. I put it on a combi. I can sell the combi separately if somebody wants just to buy the watch with the strap. And it comes with the box and all that good stuff. The combis, they sell pretty good on their own separately. So, again, it all depends on what kind of package somebody wants. But it's in, near perfect condition. Same thing with this 5035. This is another Project Team Tough. Has a little bit different motif. And then you can also see on the dial, instead of being where it has kind of a, let's see if I can get in the right light, you can see this has a more of a bronzy type look to it. Kind of works really good with that rose gold that's on there. This color works really good with the more gold tone that's on the coloring on the case and everything. It has like a weird gold dot matrix type effect to the dial. So really cool. And then it has the gold screw down case back. That's all just smudge and stuff like that. Again, I threw this on a combi bracelet. I have the factory strap. It's never been worn with the factory strap, so the buckle and everything's in perfect condition, same as with the 5030. And I have the box and all that good stuff. So, combi can be done separately. This watch I know is trending at around $200 without the combi. The combi bracelets sell easily for $100 or more. So that just gives you kind of a ballpark of what we're talking price wise. And then of course the big dog, the Metal G. This one again is near perfect condition. I've worn it around the house a few times. There's just some lint. I don't even know if there's any scratches or anything like that. They're like super fine hairline scratches. It's in super good condition. Basically just did some videos with it and wore it a couple of times. Nothing major. So, I have the box and I have the extra links, all that good stuff. This one, I overpaid for it, so I know I'm going to take a hit on it. I'm not sure what they're trending at. I still think they're around $700-800 on eBay. So, if we can, work around that price and drop it down a little bit, I think, the seller and the buyer will both be happy. So this thing is insanely cool. I'm sure I'll miss it, but I just don't wear it. A lot of these watches I just don't wear. I think I'm overwhelmed. I think I have too many watches, and then I shut down. Like mentally, I can't handle it, so I just shut down, and I end up wearing, my 5610 on combi. Last few days, I've been kind of, I guess you would call it honeymooning over the Patty Solar Tuna on the Super Jubilee. But even when I have to do any like underground work or pipe wrenching or something like that, I'll throw my 5610 on with the combi and I'll pop this. Even as beater as this is or could be, I still pop it off. I'll put the Gshock on because it doesn't matter if it's. I mean, none of them really matter if they get scratched up. I have this overwhelming need to preserve the appearance of my watches for some reason. I think many of us do, but so this is my journey. Slowly work towards the goal of getting that Seamaster Professional. I've already swayed a couple of times. I'm not gonna lie, over the last couple of days I've been looking at the orange Doxa 1200. I missed that Caribbean one I had and that Sea Rambler that I borrowed from Terry. Both those are really cool. I think for me, the 1200 is definitely the Doxa that I'll buy. I think I can say this because it's no real secret, but hopefully I don't get in trouble for this, but if I do, I don't really care. Mimo at Mimo's Jewelry is an official authorized dealer of Doxa. They're working through a little bit of red tape, but as soon as that happens, then my relationship that I've already worked with Mimo, I think is going to pay off pretty good in the Doxa world. So hopefully we'll see some Doxas, some Doxa watches, and I don't think I'm going to be able to contain myself. I'm pretty sure I'm going to buy an orange 1200. I haven't been wearing my orange Monster. I'm not sure why. I think maybe I just need to rekindle that relationship, but it is running a little slow and everything too. So just a weird time and everything right now with my whole watch hobby. So, but I want to try to stay focused. I want to sell. Even I know some of these are like entry level or inexpensive watches, and it would be just as easy to keep them, but it's only partly about the money. It's also about the clutter in my space, in my mind, in my hobby. So I need to wipe that out. It's it's called a watch purge, and many of us do it. So these are my Gshock squares, and I'm ready to purge some of these. So if you're interested in any of these, comment, hit me up. I'll put my email in the description. Sorry I didn't nail down any prices or anything like that, but let's talk, let's figure it out, and I'm sure we can make the buyer and seller both happy with the transaction, and we'll move forward. So this is me departing from the Instagram thing. That kind of worked a little bit for selling a couple things, but I think I'm just going to go back to the video format, and hopefully I can read through the comments. I just don't want to tick anybody off as far as like you know, who was first and everything. So it's a little tricky for me to keep track of, you know, who had dibs on it. So if it's a hot item, say somebody wants this, say, I'm not saying the price is $650, but say for some reason I get a wild hair up my butt and I sell this thing for $650, I need to know who's first in line, sort of thing. You know what I'm saying? Or you know, if this thing sells for, you know, say $300 on the combi, I need to know who's first in line. You know, like Homer, my good friend Homer's already contacted me and he's interested in a Gshock Square. So once he watches this, I'm gonna probably put him towards the front of the line because he's actually helped out a lot with the channel as far as lending in watches. So again, like I have to balance all that out. So wish me luck, guys, and if there's something you're interested in, hit me up and we'll just keep pushing forward. Talk to you in the next vid.